Hello lads and lasses, I am Keelan the Realist Reviewer, and today we're taking a look at the character customization in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Without further ado, let's get into a new game and take a look at the character creation today. Alright, first up you get to choose a gender, male or female. It's not hugely clear there. But yeah, you basically click on one outline or another. We're going to go through the guys first, and then we're going to go through the ladies, okay? So first the guys. You've got the Ulmain, the Varani, the Losafar, and the Dokalafar. Apologies if my pronunciation is off. Don't mean to offend anyone, but I'm not too good with pronunciation. As you can see, they've got the racial bonuses, but we're more interested in the character creation at the moment. So we're going to check out the guys first of all, and straight in with the Almain. Now, as you can see, you've got 5 presets with each race, okay? And that's just to give you a general guide of what you want. So, we're going to go with preset 1 to begin with. I'm going to have a look at all the different faces. As you can see, there's 5 different... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 5 presets within the, you know. And there's the skin tones. So quite a wide variety of skin tones there. That's not actually too bad. And again with the eye colors. There's no way of zooming into the face, so we can't have a close look at it or anything, and you can't zoom out to have a look at the body either. Just in case you're wondering. So there's a pretty good selection of eye colors. And here's the eyeshadow color, which is actually for the ladies only, I believe. I don't think it really makes a difference for the guys. Eyeshadow darkness again. Oh, it does have a bit of an effect, but not much. You can just kind of see the darkening around the eyes there. Next up is the stubble. And you can actually twirl them around at least, so you can kind of get a better view of what's going on. Here's the different shades of stubble. They're not very distinct, but you can see there's a stubble intensity bar. In case you want that really intense 5 o'clock shadow going on. So that's your options with the dude for the face. Okay, next up was the hair. Now hairstyles, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 different hairstyles. That's not bad. Got the old cornrows there. I never understand how that fits into fantasy, but oh well. Yeah, the classic mohawk. You got the kind of Witcher hairdo there. And you got the kind of almost anime style going on there. So all the classic hairstyles pretty much. Not too many long hairstyles, which is always a bit of a bugbear with me. I think fantasy has a lot of long hairstyles on the dudes, but this one seems to follow the modern vein, which is anti-long hair, but whatever. Next up is the hair colors. You got all the way from white. So quite a variety of colors there. And the facial hair. Lots of different stashes. There's mutton chops going on there. Stashes, soul patches, you name it. Abraham beard, goatee, a neck beard going on there. Not bad. So you know, plenty of facial hairs. Facial hair colors exactly the same as the hair colors. All good and matching there for you. And the eyebrow colors, if you want them to match in sync with your beard, which is sometimes good. I'm just going to get rid of the hair there for a moment, so we can have a look at the accessories. Now for the guys, there's quite a wide selection of kind of eyebrow piercings, and nose piercings, ear piercings, lots of different stuff going on there. Fantastic. Okay, and these are the tattoos. Kind of tribal deals going on. Now do bear in mind guys, there's no real sliders for the nose proportion, the mouth proportion, the head proportion, stuff like that. That's not what this game is about. This game is definitely not about fancy graphics or anything like that. It's definitely kind of more old school feel, but it does have a nice array of you know, options for your facial creations and stuff. Not enough for me personally, because I like to have a character I can absolutely relate with. So I would need something more in the kin of Skyrim customization, but this does the job, you know. Unless you're like someone who really likes a lot of character creation, which I do personally, you'll be fine with this, unless you're like me and you're very picky about. Now, the different faces and stuff, like I went through before, the selection isn't that great for that. You know, it's kind of, you gotta expect that with this game. Anyway, we're gonna go back. Now, the different presets, there's not much to, you know, there's not a huge amount of difference, so I won't go into those in too great a detail there, guys. Okay, that wraps it up for the old main. I'm not going to go through everything because that would take far too long and it wouldn't be that interesting, okay? So we're going to take a look at the other races now and the differences between them now. Since you've seen all the hairstyles, you've seen all the different customization options, there's not a lot. There's a good amount for this game. So we're going to have a look at the Varani next, which kind of almost like a Nordic race, aren't they? Here's the presets. Although that looks very different, doesn't it? It's kind of another human race. You got a kind of Celtic all the way to kind of Nordic. If you have a look at the Nordic faces, real quick. And let's get rid of the beard. All right, see the faces better. So this is what you have to work with basically for this particular race. We're going to have a look at the other presets briefly. You know, they all follow the same kind of shapes. This is why I'm not going into them in too great a detail, because they're very much the same. You know, obviously the presets are completely different, but the different kind of shapes of the face are quite much the same. So that's pretty much for that race. Let's check out the elves now, or the Fae, I should say. Excuse me, Fae. Here's the different presets. Very nice. Now, if we look at the hairstyles and stuff, you'll see they're exactly the same as the humans. Okay, so I'm not missing out anything here. You've seen all the different hairstyles and everything already, so we're just gonna focus on the different faces here. Okay, there's 5 different presets for this race as well, and they don't look too bad for these Fae. They've all got pretty much different shades of blue skin and stuff. And let's check preset 1. They're not too bad. You can find something acceptable in one of these faces, I'm sure. Take a brief look at their faces. Like I said, you can't customize these faces. You know, it's what you see is what you get. You have to live with that. You can just kind of custom the jewelry and stuff. The jewelry is exactly the same as the humans, so there's nothing that interesting. I'm just going to check if the tattoos are the same as the humans. Let's have a look. Yeah, tattoos are the same as the humans as well, so there you go. And there's not a huge amount of variation with these Fae. There you go. So I'm just taking a quick look because everything is exactly the same between the races. It's just slightly different look between the different races. You know, that obviously is quite different, but the actual presets, you know, those are the big differences. But when you get into the actual faces of each preset, not a lot of difference. And you've still got 5 different presets. If you look at those 5 here, right? And then we go over to preset 2, you notice they all follow the similar shapes of faces. So the difference is mainly like the skin color, slight difference of shape, and that sort of thing. Not a huge difference, to be honest, between the different presets. The facial types. So actually, that's slightly different there. So it's not too bad. You can have a fair variety there. And that's pretty much all the races for the guys. So that's pretty much for the character creation for the guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Please leave me a rating and a comment about what you think about the character creation in this game. Is it enough for you? Are you happy with it? Are you unhappy with it? Let me know. I'm interested to hear your opinions on this game, and also your opinions on the character creation in this game. I personally found the creation to be a little bit disappointing, but also I didn't expect like super duper graphics from this game either, so I was kind of like, it's okay, but I think in this day and age we can do a lot better than this character creation. I think the days of the sliders for the eye dimensions, nose dimensions, mouth dimensions, and face dimensions is really upon us, and it's been with us for the last 5 years certainly. So there's no reason why we can't have those in even a more basic graphics game. And a lot of the cutscenes in this game, you do get a close up of the face. So I think it's a shame that you can't get it exactly how you would like. I'm a great believer in giving the customer exactly what they want, and for them to be able to create an avatar that they can truly relate to. I think that's essential on any game, and it's a real shame that they've kind of put this one on the back burner for character creation for this game. But hopefully this story and everything else will make up for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.